Good evening, everyone. I'm going to share with you tonight my research topic, the impact of organizational culture on employee behaviors, looking at the media effects of leadership engagement to drive and sustain the organizational performance in a nonprofit environment. As the introduction slide states here, I'm going to examine how the culture within a nonprofit organization can actually impact the employees' behaviors by the degree of which leadership engagement is to drive and sustain that organizational performance or outcomes. And leadership is an interaction between two or more members of a group, and that often involves a structuring or maybe even a restructuring of the situation and the perceptions and those expectations of those team members. Now, leadership can be found in many different places, such as schools, home, and various businesses. Leadership within an organization that is for profit versus nonprofit is not alike. In a nonprofit organization, there's a greater cooperation, involves coalitions, and also assembling teams. And this type of leadership is more democratic in nature. Now, a leader in a nonprofit organization creates a different culture, and that should advance the nonprofit's missions and goals as well. It's been explained that there are contributing factors that lead to performance of a workforce or their employees. And one of those factors includes the internal motivations and the drive in which the employee possesses. It's been explained that there is good evidence that shows that workers do put forth effort when they work for an inspiring boss who leads employees to be motivated. A leader is to set those clear goals, and when the goal is not clear, this actually weakens the enthusiasm and effort among employees. For the framework, we'll take a look at the theoretical framework that will be used for this research paper, which will provide a foundation for the predicted forecast about those relationships between performance, which is the dependent variable, and the culture, which is the independent variable within a nonprofit organization. The researchers' theory is that there is an influential relationship between the performance and the culture within a work environment. This will be based on observations, investigations, and interpretations of confidential survey results. This framework will serve as a Sherpa or a guide, and it will help systematically describe the powerful relationship amongst these two research variables. In order to develop a solid framework, a detailed review of literature and theories will be prudently evaluated by the researcher to allow critical assessment and to be more cognizant. The plan of literature review actually includes to help ensure that there's a focus within the research. It'll help assist providing that critical review of the material and help identify gaps within reviewed research review material. Literature review is important to answer all the research questions and to determine if any research has been done on the topic. In order to ensure that the research is logical and also effective, the research questions will be performing a literature review, and the literature will be related to the research study and the original source of information, which will be cited accurately. A timetable of milestones has been developed to ensure timely literature review is completed, and you can see that on the far right hand screen. And on the left hand screen, you can see a table of all the literature review that will be done in sources. For the research method, the test the hypothesis of an influential relationship between the two research variables, which is once again culture and the outcome or performance, data collection will be done. Data collection procedure will include a 20-question path goal leadership questionnaire. It will be using a scoring system of 1 to 7, from going from never to always to be the primary tool. The research will be conducted in a large nonprofit organization located in North Texas. The questionnaire has been provided during the week of March 18th through the 25th. The respondents will be directed towards leaders who are manager level and above within the selected organization. The sample size will be 25 liters and it will be used as the primary data that will be collected by the investigator. In addition to the questionnaire, structured interviews will be conducted as well as observations. Once the data is collected, it will be processed and analyzed and will be tested against the hypothesis. Thank you very much for listening to me tonight and going through these 5 succinct slides. Hope you have a great night.